Good afternoon, everybody. And Mel. We're going to get started almost on time. This is like folk music time, and I'm only 5 minutes late. That's cool. So we're here today to remember our good friend Ellen Schmidt and to listen to some of her music, some songs that she wrote, some songs that she liked by people that knew her. And we're going to start out with a song from Wendy Santis, a song that she and her mom wrote together. So let's welcome Wendy to the stage.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Wendy Santis. I would like to reflect on the life of my mother, Ellen Farber Schmidt. Many thanks to the tribute committee and the stage crew for their amazing work. I'm also grateful to all of the performers in the audience. Okay. My mother's gifts for words and music were a legacy from her mother, classical singer Norma Farber. Norma was also a poet and a writer of children's books. My mother's father, Dr. Sidney Farber, was a pediatric pathologist who used chemotherapy to achieve remission in young patients with leukemia. In 1947, he founded the Children's Cancer Research Foundation, now known as the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. His example inspired my mother to a lifetime of combining music with community service. Ellen was very appreciative of the Institute. The family has set up a special fund in my mother's name, the Ellen Farber Schmidt Fund for Cancer Research and Patient Treatment. Please consider donating. You'll see the QR code in your program and throughout this concert venue. The donation info is also being shared online. Mom spent the bulk of her career teaching math and computer science and was an inspiring teacher and mentor. She raised a blended family of 7 children in Concord with her husband of 50 years, Alan Schmidt, and was a loving spouse, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. She was a huge presence in the greater Boston folk music and singer-songwriter communities. My mother nurtured musicians with her welcoming presence, encouragement, and invitations to feature at her numerous open mics over the years. Many musicians in our greater musical community, including a number in this audience, can trace their start to opportunities that she provided. Ellen was also a talented singer-songwriter who recorded many CDs and made frequent appearances on local folk radio programs. Mom performed regularly with Jake Hensinger in the duo, Two for the Show. They performed swing, standards, folk songs, instrumentals, blues, and original compositions. My mother was a dynamic force in the Folk Song Society of Greater Boston, starting the long-running Woody Guthrie tribute, Bound for Glory, to benefit Huntington's disease patient care. Ellen was involved in many other community service projects, including the Jimmy Fund Walk, the Walk for Hunger, and the Boston Natural Areas Network concert series, among others. My gifts for words and music have been passed down to me from my maternal grandmother and my mother. My mother and I performed many gigs together with love, including a joint CD release concert at Club Passim. This afternoon, I will be singing Besos, Nocturnos, Night Kisses, the title track for my CD. It's a song in Spanish that I co-wrote with Mom. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the music. The song is about missing your romantic partner when they are not here. I am dedicating this performance to my mother and Alan. I'm grateful to be backed up by two gifted and talented musicians who have accompanied both my mother and me. It's been special for all of us. Please welcome Seth Connelly on guitar and Jackie Damsky on fiddle and harmony.
Thank you.
Besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, besos profundos, besos del mundo, besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, tus besos son fenomenales. Te extraño un montón, no escapas de mi corazón. Te siento tan lejos y a la vez estás aquí. Ay, mi amor, ¿qué hago en esta noche tan sola? Tu canto se queda dentro de mí. Besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, besos profundos, besos del mundo, besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, tus besos son fenomenales. Sigo con mis quehaceres, no hay tiempo para placeres. Hace falta tu sonrisa, hace falta tu calor. Quedo aquí con mi langosta, en mi cocina angosta. ¿Dónde estás, mi amor? Besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, besos profundos, besos del mundo, besos nocturnos, besos diurnos, tus besos son fenomenales. Son fenomenales, tus besos son fenomenales. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. That was really good. Now, before we bring up our next performer, I have this citation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts I have to read to you. It's signed by the governor and the lieutenant governor. It says, Alan Schmidt, On behalf of the residents of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I am pleased to confer upon you this Governor's Citation in recognition of your commitment to the Massachusetts folk music community. Serving as president of the Folk Song Society of Greater Boston, producer of the annual Woody Guthrie Bound for Glory shows, and being a mentor to many in the folk music community, the Commonwealth will never forget your legacy. This is from the Governor. Okay, we're going to bring Cheryl Perreault up to the stage next. She's going to be backed up by Steve Rapson.
I asked to begin today by lighting a candle to take a moment and acknowledge our collective remembering and honoring and loving of Ellen Schmidt, and to also remember her husband, Alan Schmidt, always seated beside her at our open mics and music events, and often the inspiration for her songs of life, in addition to her family. May we all feel the love and the light of Ellen's words as we gathered today to honor her memory with her songs. And this particular song that we are sharing for you was found in my email because Ellen and I used to exchange poems and songs at time. And when I knew of this event, I searched my emails and came across these lyrics in 2007, and then discovered Ellen had performed them at Wake Up and Smell the Poetry as a spoken word piece. And when I think about so many of Ellen's songs, that there's so much wisdom and insight in these songs of life that she has left us with. At the time, this song Ellen had written for her daughter Wendy to comfort her after losing a dear friend. And I invite you to listen carefully to the words because it feels like guidance, loving guidance for us all today as we share these words with you. And I'm honored to be accompanied by my friend Steve Rapson on guitar, who composed the music that we will be sharing these song lyrics with you, which are titled Keep Her Alive in You. Loss and emptiness. She's gone from your life. You wish you could have seen her one last time. You can't help but wonder what more you could have done. But there was nothing. And so now you weep. She lives in you, and that will always be. A friend, a lover, teacher, child, matters not. You really miss her. Don't let her go. Keep her alive. when I'm gone, I hope that you will carry on for me. Take my dreams, go on and give them life. Showing love for one another, we can make our way. Only loving brings eternal peace.
Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, we're going to bring up to the stage next Tom Smith, and he's going to be accompanied by Seth and Jackie. So how about a hand for Tom?
That was beautiful, Cheryl, Steve. Well, as I think about Ellen Schmidt and some of my favorite of her songs.
Testing.
Alan, her husband, plays an important part in many of those lyrics, like in this one. Everybody ready here?
Count me in when you're ready.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crickets are chirping a song of love, moon smiling down from above. Gentle breeze runs through my hair, honeysuckle perfume fills the air. I feel the heat of the summer night, but not so hot you can't hold me tight. So pour me a cool one, set right down on the old porch swing. The birds are quiet now, they're gone to sleep. You can hear the little peepers peep. The lightning bugs sparkle as they do their dance. Mother Nature leaves nothing to chance. The temperature's holding at 72. No one here but me and you. So pour me a cool one, set right down on the old porch swing. You know, Mom and Daddy poured it here long ago. Many happy nights in the candle glow. You and I can make our own memories. Stay all night, do as we please. The sun will tell us it's a brand new day. Two sleepy people kiss the night away. We'll tell our kids about the love we made on the old porch swing. What do you say about that? How about you, Seth? Daddy swore it here long ago. Many happy nights in the candle glow. You and I can make our own memories. You can stay all night and do as we please. The sun will tell us it's a brand new day. Two sleepy people kiss the night away. Tell our kids about the love we made on the old porch swing. Help me, here we go. We'll tell our kids about the love we made on the old porch swing.
That's a great song, isn't it? Let's give Tom a hand for that. Okay, let's see. We're going to bring Chris Boehmer up next, and she's going to be backed by Steve Rapson and Hatrack Gallagher. So how about giving Chris a hand? Thought I lost him for a minute there. I'm going to embarrass Tom a little bit by telling you that he is largely responsible for herding us cats while we try to organize this whole thing. So give Tom a hand for that.
Hi, I just want to say we're going to sing a song by Ellen Schmidt called The Melody Is You, which is a gorgeous, lush, jazz standard love song. And it's the kind of love song that's real. And Ellen was very capable of writing those kind of love songs. And I appreciate that so much, and I learned from her that. I will also say it's special to me because this community, and I love seeing all these faces, is the community that Ellen really helped to build. And, you know, I would say she built it, but all of you here as well did. And my husband John and I met in this community that Ellen helped to build, so I owe her special gratitude. So this love song. And I'm singing with these two fine gentlemen. Oh, by the way, Steve Rapson is the one who said, you know, you and John should go on a date. So one month at Alan and Ellen Schmidt's house, after a songwriting group, we're like, I don't know, do you want to go and, you know, go to the main streets and have some bad pea soup or something? Okay, let's do it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sitting here thinking about the life that we both lead and the troubles we've been through. But I know there's just one song within my heart, and the melody is you. Sitting here thinking about the life I'd like to lead and the things I'd like to do. But I know that when I get it figured out, oh, the melody is you. Spent a long, long time living all alone. Then you came and you found me, made me your own. There have been others who have come and gone before, with the love both strong and true. Deep within my heart there lingers just one song, and the melody is you.
Hatrack Gallagher. Spent a long, long time living all alone. Then you came and you found me, made me your own. There have been others who have come and gone before, with love both strong and true. But deep within my heart there lingers just one song, and the melody is you. There's no other who can captivate my heart. Oh, the melody is you. Thank you, Alan.
That was beautiful, Chris.
I just want to say that when you're playing Ellen's songs, I mean, Jimmy Van Heusen, Cole Porter, Gershwin, she's right up there.
All right, next up we're going to bring Pat Kenneally with Nancy Beaudette, and they're going to do Ellen's song, Deed I Do.
That was really beautiful. So the song that Nancy and I are going to do tonight is one of my favorites of Ellen's, and I used to love to watch her when she would sing this, and also watch Ellen in the audience. Good sound? Okay. Let's see if they get... You got Nancy? Okay. Do I want you? Did I do? Do I need you? Did I do? Do I love you? You know I do. You might think I don't, but indeed I do. Well, now you see things in black and white. I see shades of blue. I'm a creature of the night, mornings when you groove. Do I want you? Did I do? Do I need you? Did I do? Do I love you? You know I do. You might think I don't, but indeed I do. Well, now you go to the opera, country suits me fine. I'll take in that Red Sox game while you're home making wine. Do I want you? Did I do? Do I need you? Did I do? Do I love you? You know I do. You might think I don't, but indeed I do. Slip my wig on, go stepping out on the town, while you pack up in your sports car, baby, driving all around. got our differences, it's plain to see. But when I take you home at night, it don't make no difference to me. Yeah, do I want you? Did I do? Do I need you? Did I do? Do I love you? You know I do. You might think I don't, but indeed I do. Ooh, well, indeed I do. Indeed I do. You might think I don't. Thank you. And thanks to Ellen.
Wow, you know, I never noticed that song was rated PG before. We're going to bring, who are we going to bring? We're going to bring Sandra Waddock up next. She's going to do a song she wrote for Ellen. And I just found out that we're up to $1,300 so far on the Ellen Schmidt Fund, which is kind of cool. So you guys are great.
Here's my code. You know, okay, no, I'll just use whatever you hand me and we'll see what happens. Thank you.
So how about a hand for Sandra?
Thank you. So like many people in this room, I'm one of the people that Ellen gave a musical start to. And I'm ever grateful for that. And I just want to thank her and Steve Rapson for playing with me. This is a song I wrote after she had her first stroke and updated. Ellen knew her baby, loved her good home cooking. Ellen built community when no one else was looking. Singing Woody's old-time tunes, she filled the room with grace. The melody was always Ellen, guitar, piano, bass. Ellen gave us all the chance to sing and write and play, to be the best that we could be every single day. Gentle hands and her big heart fill the world with song. She saw the love in Ellen's eyes, knew where she belonged. Deed she did, deed she did. Ellen showed the way. We got to live our music lives, 'cause Ellen let us play. Ellen's love has spread its wings through her catchy tunes. Dan rockin' on that old porch swing on rainy afternoons. Dancing on the edge, riding runaway trains. Her gifts of music, love, and laughter always will remain. Deed she did, deed she did. Ellen showed the way. We got to live our music lives, 'cause Ellen let us play. Sometimes Ellen wondered if peace would ever be. Yet we all have our music now, 'cause Ellen set us free. Straight from the heart, that's Ellen, how she always was. She was the center and the glue. What she did still does. Deed she did, deed she did. Ellen showed the way. We got to live our music lives, 'cause Ellen let us play. Take it, Steve. Yes, we love you, Ellen. Miss your music and your art. You kept your spirit going with love and life and heart. We'll sing your spirit to the stage you gave to everyone with gratitude and love. Your legacy lives on. Deed she did, Ellen showed the way. We got to live our music lives, 'cause Ellen let us play. Rock those smoking blues and folk, now we're missing you. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
That was a nice song, Sandra. Give Sandra another hand, if you would. Well, Ellen played for a lot of years with Jake Kensinger and Two for the Show, doing nursing homes and all kinds of things, and they played all kinds of different music, and I think this is one of the songs they used to play together. John MacLean is going to be up here and playing this song for us. It's a John Prine song called Angel from Montgomery.
This song is not written by Ellen, but it was one of her favorites. And she loved John Prine, and I love John Prine, so this is sort of what you would expect me to choose to do. First song I ever played was a John Prine song. And
It's this. That's feedbacking. It's feeding back. That's feeding back.
I think also that, I think she liked John Prine because he was a bit of a rascal. And I think that reminded her of the man that stood next to her for decades, Jake. So this song is for Ellen and for Jake and for all the rest of us. Angel from Montgomery, and Jackie Damsky is going to do the fiddle, and she's going to sing harmony on the chorus. And I think Ellen would love for this to be a sing-along. Once you get past everything the first time, feel free to join in if you know the word. Uno, dos, tres. I'm an old woman named after my mother. Old man is another child who's grown old. He dreams with thunder, lightning and desire. The old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just giving me one thing that I can hold on to. Believing this living is just a hard way to go. How about Jackie? When I was a young girl, had me a cowboy. Weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. That was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years just roll by like a broken down dam. Join in. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just giving me one thing that that I can hold on to. Believing this living is just a hard way to go. Jackie? Chorus. Jackie Damsky. Flies in the kitchen, I can hear them there buzzing. Ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just giving me one thing that I can hold on to. Believing this living is just a hard way to go. Believing this living is just a hard way to go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ellen.
That was John MacLean. Okay, we're going to bring Deborah Rocha up next, and she's going to be with Steve Rapson. And this is a song that I never knew how PG it was until Jake Kensinger sang it one night.
I think it's more like R.
It's R when Jake sings it. It's R when Jake sings. I never, I never associated Ellen with R-rated anything, to tell you the truth. I'm pretty naive. Okay, how about a hand for Deborah?
Hello? I need to connect. It's been, I'm going to start crying if I say this. Seeing all of you, I haven't been to open mics, etc. for a very long time, and seeing all of you a few years older, as am I, it has been just amazing, amazing, amazing. Such a pleasure to see all of you here. And we wouldn't be in this room without Ellen. I remember hearing many of Ellen's songs when I first started going out to the Colonial Inn. And I thought they were wonderful. And then one day she played Home Cookin'. And I said, oh, wow, she's got a salty side, which I didn't expect. But like the finest of chefs, Ellen knew how to do it subtly. I'm not sure that I have that kind of wisdom. And I am quite honored to be playing with Steve Rapson.
Likewise.
Okay. All right.
Baby loves my home cooking. It won't be long now when he comes home to me. Baby loves it when I bake it, toss it, squeeze it. No matter how I shake it, it won't be long now till he comes home to me. He may not look it when you see him on the street, but when he sits down at my table, well, you know that man can eat. Baby loves my home cooking. Even if I saute, he'll come looking. It won't be long now till he comes home to me. Chance to meet him, he might not seem the type, but he can eat all of my dinner and still have a great big appetite. Baby loves my home cooking. Even if I stew it, he comes looking. It won't be long now till he comes home to me. It won't be long now till he comes home to me.
If anybody needs some cold water splashed on them, raise your hand. Eddie will get it for you. All right, we're gonna two more things before we have intermission. We're gonna have Chris Pahud come up and sing "I'll Fly Away" next, and then we're gonna have a couple of words from Don White before we break for intermission. So how about a hand for Chris?
An open mic that Jake and Ellen were running. My first night there, I met these guys 30-some years ago. So it's my pleasure to be here with you all, and with Hat and Seth too. We're gonna sing, I'll Fly Away, and it's a relatively short song, but it has a lot of choruses, the same chorus. So if you'd like to sing along on the choruses, or even if you'd like to sing along on the song, please do. Feel free.
It doesn't have to be harmony, just sing at the same time. It didn't work, Steve.
Some bright morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when the shadows of this life have gone. I'll fly away like a bird from these prison walls. I'll fly. I'll fly away. freckles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joys will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. Fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Oh, thank you. All right. Need a little.
It's Chris Pahud with Seth and Hatrack. That is a much better choice for the assisted living place than Death Don't Have No Mercy. I'll tell you that right now. Now we're going to bring Don White up to the stage, and he came all the way from Nebraska to be with us.
You pull that out.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so grateful to see you all of you, and to breathe the name Ellen Schmidt into the world here just for another minute. But I just wanted to take a minute and tell you how deeply I loved Ellen Schmidt. I just loved her so much, which doesn't make me any different from anybody in here. But I was just thinking about the reasons why. And I loved her music. I loved her personality. I loved her heart. I loved her muscle. Like, she was disrespected by some venues along the way, and she just like pushed them away and just willed another venue to happen. Like, repeatedly, one after another. But the thing that her and I connected on the most, and I feel like we were very close, I really adored her, was her capacity and her dogged determination to make sure that someone who didn't have a voice finally had one. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, of course. I remember going, I think, to the one that was in, I don't know, one of those ones. There was dozens of them, right? And she said, this person's doing the mini set. And I'm like, what's that? She's like, well, there's a feature, and then somebody's going to do 3 songs. So she invented this thing, the 3-song thing, and she would watch the open micers, and as soon as you could handle 3 songs, she would put you on the stage for the first time. That is a legacy that is unbelievable. It's all of these voices that didn't exist, finding a voice through Ellen Schmidt. And then those people go out and do the same thing for other people. I think it's a tremendous legacy, and I just wanted to speak it into this room.
I'm one of those people. We all are.
MC for the second half of this show, partly because John's going to be part of the second sequence. But we're going to start with opening remarks by one of the other people that had an incredible amount to do with making this event work, both in the planning and also, I think you've noticed that he's been going around like crazy to make sure that everybody's up on the stage on time and in good shape. So I'm going to introduce him to you, and I want you to put your hands together for Howie Rashba.
Thank you all so much, and thanks for being here. Anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Howie, and I came into this community through the open mic circles. And I'd like to take a moment to talk about the beloved husband of Ellen, and that's Alan. And Alan, as you know, passed away about 3 months after she did. And he was just a wonderful, wonderful man. I remember, I met him 20 years ago, and I remember those eyes glowing, and his smile, and the way he said, "How you doing, Howie?" And I knew I had a friend, and I knew he cared about me. And I would guess that he cared about every one of you here. He was just a wonderful man. But we know that the one he cared the most about was his beloved wife of over 50 years, and that's Ellen. And they were to all eyes like lovebirds. I'll give a very small example. Ellen and I ran a program at Main Street, and we had one evening that didn't go that well. And we were outside after the gig, 10 o'clock at night. Nobody's on that sidewalk, and we were talking about how we could fix whatever the problem was. I long forgot. And we were talking and talking and talking, and eventually we looked up, and there was Alan sitting in his car, patiently waiting to take Ellen home. That's the kind of man he was. He was a wonderful scientist. He was a wonderful husband, wonderful father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and friend to all of us. And I want to tell you a little secret about him that maybe you know, but he had a magnificent handshake. And whenever we met, we'd talk to take care of business, and then both of us would raise that right hand, spread the fingers, and then wham! And we enjoyed this fantastic handshake and went away, both feeling that our lives and days were enriched. That's Alan Schmidt. He had a lot to do with planning this event, and he would love to have been here. We've been so happy with the way things are going. And he would have thanked every one of you, and maybe you would have gotten a handshake too. Thank you.
Thank you, Howie. As you can tell, Howie's got a heart as big as strong as Alan's handshake. So, okay, our first act. Okay, I have to put my glasses on. It's going to get complicated. You know, everybody here, we're all children of Ellen, in one sense or another. Right now, we're going to have some children of Ellen, grandchildren of Ellen, maybe. Okay. Abbey Perreault, Jaclyn Perreault. They're going to be accompanied by Paul Beck and Leslie Bryant, who are often known as ergo canto when they play together. And they're going to sing Ellen's songs, Pasture of Plenty. So, and Howie's got them all geared up, so let's give them a hand.
Hello.
A little hot on that.
Hello. Check, check. Oh. All right. That sounds good. Oh. I don't think so.
You need this mic here?
This now. So Ellen introduced us to music, Jaclyn and I, and not just the creation of music, being able to play it, being able to write songs, but also the possibility of music being a connecting force. And she really showed us that music can open up this dimension to connect to the past, to people and ideas and movements for justice that are much larger than yourself, which we found out when we were just little kids and Ellen brought us to the Woody shows to sing. It gave us a way of connecting with each other as sisters and musicians, and most of all, that music, when you have an Ellen in your life, can be a connecting force to this much larger community, and really beautiful community that I think all of us are feeling again today.
So the song we wanted to share was Pastures of Plenty, which we remember Ellen and Jake playing this during the Woody Guthrie shows, and really looking forward to hearing that rendition of the song. And we were thrilled that Paul and Leslie would join us today, since we also have many fond memories of Main Street Cafe, and Ellen invited us to share features at the open mic night with Paul and Leslie for a number of times, and those were some really great and special evenings that we had all together, and so thank you to Ellen for bringing us all together.
Okay. This is still too hot. Take the mando way down.
It's a mighty hard road that has more hands My land I'll defend with my life if it be, 'cause our pastures of plenty must always be free.
Wow. How about those vocals, folks? How about that picking? And how about that harmonica? We're off to a good start. And next, speaking about vocals, our next performer has a really nice set of pipes. Jane Fallon, and she has won all sorts of songwriting contests, and she's performing all over the country, but she's here with us tonight, and she's going to have Steve Gallagher and Kenny Seltzer backing her up, and she's going to sing one of Ellen's songs. No, she's going to sing a song by Jane Fallon. How about that? And it's called Share the Joy, and I think the title tells us
I got to plug in here.
That it's going to be something that resonates with what we're trying to do here tonight. So,
all right.
Let's give her a hand.
Hear me? Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me? Can I do the guitar? All right, I'll keep plugging this thing. I wrote this song for Ellen shortly after she had her first stroke about 8 years ago. And I was looking at her website. And I wrote it based on this quote of Ellen's that she says on her website. I try to savor each day and enjoy the journey. My life is wonderful. I feel very thankful, and I want to share this joy with my audience. I want to tell them, live your life joyfully, enjoy the journey, appreciate everything along the way. So that was Ellen's statement, and that's what spawned this. That's what she was. She really was. So I wrote this for her, and Kenny and Steve are going to play it with me. People I met through Ellen. And if you hear the chorus at some point and want to sing along, you're welcome. Well, some people just got a way to know how to lift you up. It's just how they roll. My friend Ella's got the copyright on giving hope, on sharing light. She says, life is wonderful and I am thankful. Share the joy. Home cooking just can't be beat. Makes folks sing along and wanna tap their feet with songs of peace and gentle hands. Everybody knows she understands. She says, life is wonderful and I am thankful. Share the joy. All those along the way. I know she's done a lot for me. Life
knows with so much to say, who says it all in such a positive way. My friend Ellen has the copyright for giving hope, for sharing light. She says, life is wonderful and I am thankful. Whoa. Share the joy. Life is wonderful and I am thankful. Whoa. Share the joy.
Excellent. Thank you.
Jake Fallon, Kenny Seltzer, Steve Gilligan. Wow, now you can see why she wins so many awards for writing songs and then singing them. That was beautiful. Next up, somebody that you might recognize, one of Ellen's children. John is one of the, there must be at least a half dozen, maybe more, maybe a dozen of us that are connected with open mics in one way or another, either like John running them or like me helping to run them and stuff like that. And we all learned from getting a song from Ellen and then maybe a mini set, and from there it went from who knows where. But John, you ready? Jackie, you're going to accompany him? All right, we're in for a treat, Don. Tell us all about it. Give him a hand.
Thanks, Johnny. You did good. I'm proud of you. I taught him everything he knows. So like Donnie said a little while ago, a lot of us have open mics now that because we went to Ellen's open mic and we all modeled them after what Ellen did. I remember going to her open mic when I was a little open micer, and I'd go there, this is like 30 years ago, and I'd be very, very scared. Like wicked scared. Like I should have worn Pampers scared. And Ellen would be so encouraging, and no matter how bad I was, she'd say, see you next time. And I kept going back, and pretty soon she gave me my first like mini set and things. So I never got a chance to ask her who she wrote this song about, but I always like to think that it was about the open micers at the Colonial Inn, because you'd be up there and over here is a little fireplace going, and that's what I kind of feel like this was about. And I got to sing this for her the last time I saw her. I sang this and I sang a song I wrote for her, and we both cried, and I cried on the way home. So, fingers crossed, right? Staring at the fire, too close to the flame, like a moth drawn in by the glow. Always taking chances, though he never tries. He's a man dancing on the edge. When he plays his music, it's moving to and fro, takes him wherever it might go. But like a ship tossed in a hurricane, sometimes we lose control. He's a man dancing on the edge. When I come to hear him sing, he's looking right at me. Everybody feels that way, I know. Swaying there so close to me, it looks like he might fall. He's a man dancing on the edge. Play it, Jack. I'll always love him. Freedom is the only life he knows. Sometimes I know he's frightened, though he'll never say, 'cause he's a man dancing on the edge. When I come to hear him sing, he's looking right at me. Everybody feels their way, I know. Swaying there so close to me, it looks like he might fall. He's a man dancing on the edge. He's a man dancing on the edge. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ellen.
Let's hear it for John and Jackie. My continued apologies and by the way, it's something, you get a song that's so soft and gentle, and yet it fills the room, it's so powerful. It shows you don't have to be loud to be powerful with your music. Well done, John. And to the writer of the song. All right, next up, we have Rich Eilbert, another child of Ellen, he was running Loma now in Lincoln, and he's going to be accompanied by Kenny Seltzer and Seth while they're setting up. You know, when we were doing the Colonial Inn open mics that John referred to, it could get really pretty interesting, very closed space, and some nights Doris Kearns Goodwin would be there with her family and friends. And that was two women, strong women, trying to run the show in one room. And it was sometimes, and I was trying to, do what I'm doing right now, and I was always wondering, is the train going to go off the rails? And it never did. Everybody sort of fit in the same room at the same time somehow. But we got plenty of space and beautiful sound tonight, so let's put our hands together for Rich.
Wow, what a great day. And I was reflecting back that maybe about 30 years ago when my wife Nancy came home one night and she said, oh, there's this woman at the Colonial Inn, and she was like playing music and she was asking people to come up on the stage and play songs. And I said, yeah, I could do that. I'd never performed before in my life. And so we went the next week, and that's when I met Ellen, and it was the very beginning of her. I think it was the very beginning of her open mic streak. It went through about 5 or 6 or 7 different venues eventually. Anyway, I picked a song. This one's from her very first CD. It's the title cut. It's called "Soul of a Child." We ready to roll?
See what happens.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a busy housewife, too much to do each day. Feeding babies late at night, has no time to play. She longs to write a poem, she'd really like to fly. Will she ever live her dreams? Will life just pass her by? Within her lies the soul of a child. Within her lies the soul of a child. Puts away the laundry, folds each piece with care, thinks about the dream she had, vanished in the air. The proper mother with duties she must bear. She'd like to sing her song in a voice that's strong and clear.
lies the soul of a child. Within her lies the soul of a child. Dare we to dream, dare we to try. Don't let it happen, don't let it pass you by. She sits upon her rocker, thinks about her life. Path's not taken, she's always been a wife. The waltz she never danced to, the man she never kissed. But in a dream she does it all. There's nothing that she's missed. Within her lies the soul of a child. Within her lies the soul of a child, of a child, of a child, of a child. Thank you all.
Oh my, beautiful, beautiful. You know, I don't know about you all, but I heard a lot of these songs when Ellen sang them. Tonight, what is so absolutely gorgeous is to hear each act come up and, or performer come up and sing a song that makes them feel their love for Ellen and to play it so beautifully in their own way. It's just incredible stuff. And speaking of songs, Perry Desmond Davis, who's nice to see her around these days, and this is a song that she wrote, and she's going to tell you more about it. But she's going to, I think, also ask you to sing along if you can. And while we're waiting, let's give a hand to all the accompanying musicians. Talk about beautiful. There's some just great music being made tonight, folks. And we've got people here that, you know, that you just get up there and you're doing the song and they're just with you. You don't have to spend weeks rehearsing. It's incredible. We're all so lucky.
I'm miking.
And there's two of them right there with.
Yes, but I don't have a microphone to get to. I would like to get
with Perry.
I project a lot too, though.
Our two runners, Mel and Eddie, sort of like the sheepdogs for this event, herding all us sheep up on the stage. So hand for Eddie and Mel. Perry, you ready?
I am.
All right, take it away for Perry. Give her a hand.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth and Hatrack. So I can echo the same thing that so many of you have said. Ellen gave me my first gig. Ellen was the most supportive person when I was coming out of the closet of the basement or singing in the bathroom in the shower for so many years because you don't feel good enough, and then you get out there and feel like someone actually hears me. I miss her, and I miss Jake, and Jake recorded this with me the first night I wrote it at Savory Lane one night when we were doing Ellen's songs and I didn't have one. So I made a song of her song titles. And the original title for this is actually One Hot Mama, but I felt like in the church today I would change it to One Cool Mama.
and it has the same effect. She would have liked one more. Go ahead.
No, I know.
Oh. There is a lovely lady, she's elegant and refined, and when she puts on her big bass guitar, she just about loses her mind. She's one cool mama. She's one cool mama. One cool mama. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. She's a lover, not a fighter. Got her honeysuckle man. Hey, make me no lazy love and hold my gentle hand. She's one cool mama. One cool mama. She's one cool mama. One cool mama. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. They say he was from Texas, she was from Maine. Love had him dancing in the aisles just like a runaway train. She's one cool mama, one cool mama. She's one cool mama, one cool mama. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. Say she had the soul of a child, she was a simple thing. Now she's serving up that home cooking out on the old porch swing. She's one cool mama, one cool mama. She's one cool mama, one cool mama. She's one cool mama. She's one cool mama, one cool mama. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. She's one cool mama when she puts her big bass on. Thank you. We love you, Ellen. Thank you, Seth and Hatrack.
Sweet tune after sweet tune. Perry Desmond Davis and her band. Let's give them a hand. A lot of good music tonight, folks. A lot of good love in the room. So, how y'all doing? Give yourselves a hand for listening and for playing and for loving Ellen. Okay, now next up we have Lori Fassman. And she and I were talking before the show, and we've sort of two ships passing in the night over the decades and have seen each other but really never had a chance to know each other all that well. But I've discovered that she's another child of Ellen, and she does so many things, some of which were Ellen's projects, and now Laurie runs them, so she's not much of an open micer anymore because she's too busy producing things. But tonight she's going to sing us a song.
Is that tall enough for you?
And she's going to be accompanied by Paul and Leslie.
I have two tiny little announcements for you.
One, somebody left a pair of small wireframe sunglasses in the men's room. They're at the front table. Two, we have way too many snacks left over. So before you leave, just grab like an armful and take them with you. Thank you. So Paul and Leslie and I know Ellen we're connected to Ellen through the Folk Song Society of Greater Boston, and we've been working diligently to keep alive the traditions that she started, like the annual members concert and the annual Woody Guthrie tribute show called Bound for Glory. So those things are still alive and happy. Ooh, an eye patch.
Talk like a pirate.
I was hoping it was an eye patch. Oh well.
Microphone condoms.
Tell us about the song, sir.
Well, I go back with Ellen to at least 1973, so it's been 50 plus years. In 74, we were both in one of the Woody shows that was hosted or directed by Lertzema. Robert J. Lertzema. And in addition to the Woody shows, Ellen was really big on going to nursing homes, particularly when she was singing with Jake. After Jake was unable to perform with her, I kind of replaced him, and we went to a lot of nursing homes to perform, including one out in Littleton that has llamas, which is pretty cool. This is the song she would always open with. Now, Laurie actually, in setting this up, included that in what she'd written in the email, that Ellen always started her nursing home songs with this song. And I said, I did a lot, and I'm not sure I remember that was, she always did this song, but I didn't remember it was the first song. And Laurie says, but you're the one that told me that.
I have it on video.
And proof. She produced a video which proved it. So with that incontrovertible evidence, this is the song Ellen always started when we were playing nursing homes. And we're going to do 2 verses and then repeat the first verse, which you're all going to join in on.
Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're feeling blue, anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove your love for me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll think of you. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll come back home to you.
Anytime your world is lonely and you find true friends are few, anytime you see a rainbow, that's a sign the storm is through. Anytime will be the right time. Anytime it all will do. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'm coming back to you. Here's my harmonica. Everybody.
Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're feeling blue, anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'm thinking of you. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'm come back home to you.
So beautiful. And you can picture Ellen opening up her set at a nursing home and making everybody feel at home in their home. Whoop, wait a minute. So let's have another hand for Laurie and that wonderful song, and Paul, and Leslie. All right, another treat. Kate Chadbourne, who we don't see nearly enough of these days. And she is going to sing, she'll tell us about the song. Tom and Pat, Kathleen and Bob are all going to join along to make it work. This is another song that Ellen didn't write, but that she loved. And so they're not quite ready. So I just want to give you a heads up. We've got 2 more performers after this, Betsy Mandrioli, Seth Connelly, and then that'll be the end of the music. But don't go anywhere, because following that, Cheryl Perreault is going to do a close for the event. And it's going to be very appropriate. So without further ado, let's put our hands together for Kate Chadbourne.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. What a joy to be with you. What a feast of music and joy and friendship. And it's wonderful. So thank you. We're going to sing a song. I feel very grateful to Ellen because 1,000,000 years ago, well, for so many reasons, she invited me to invite some friends to be part of a feature. And my first thoughts were right here. Were Pat and Tom, and then we added Bill Keogh and Linda Abrams and Bob Phillips and eventually Owen Kennedy, and we had a ball for years playing as the Chanticleers. So we're kind of the mini Chanticleers today. So we want to sing with you. We want to sing Wild Mountain Time. You know it. Please sing with us. There's going to be one verse that I made up myself in honor of this time and in honor of all the beautiful ways that Ellen brought us together. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows among the purple heather. Here we go. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love were gone, I would surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you
find myself alone, I will speak for sweeter company to Paul Wild Mountain tide, with my friends all gathered round me. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Paul Wild Mountain tide, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Paul Wild Mountain time, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Kate. Come on, let's give her a hand. I don't know about you, but that was goosebump territory for me. I'm telling you. Glad I have my glasses on. It's hiding the tears. Okay. Next, Betsy Mandrioli. Yet another child of Ellen. Where is she? Come on up. Betsy and I don't know. Betsy and John Ferullo used to do an open mic together. Betsy's done all sorts of different things, and sometimes we don't see her for a while, and then we get to see her again, and it's always a joyful thing because she's a joy-bringing person. She's going to sing one of Ellen's songs, and she'll tell us about that. And she's accompanied by John Svensson and Kathleen. Oh, I see. I guess I got this. Oh, Kathleen Larkin and Bob Morris. They get to accompany two people in a row because I introduced them incorrectly before.
Howdy.
Kathleen, Bob, John will be accompanying Betsy Mandrioli, and she will tell you about her song. Let's give her a hand.
Okay. Oh, well, we're waiting for one more mic.
Give me a first one.
But it's been an honor to listen to everyone today. We are so happy to be part of this tribute for such a special woman, Ellen. And today we're going to perform one of her songs called Will There Ever Be Peace? This is a song that sadly is still relevant, and it's an amazing tune. And I think that it speaks a lot about Ellen's attitude and how, like Wendy mentioned, that she dedicated her life to service. And one of those things that she would have liked to see is to stop war. So after this, we hope to perform this song as a regular ritual whenever we. Something I just lost. Can you hear me?
No, you're gone.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm back. Okay, yeah, this is a persnickety one. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm just going to move over a little because I think I'm going to hit Kathleen with my egg.
It's not Halloween yet.
So we do plan on performing this song at other gigs because it's so important. And when we do, the really cool thing is that it's like having Ellen back with us for a little while. So it's very important. Everybody good? Talk into your mic. Can you talk into it? Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Hey.
1, 2, 3, and.
there ever be peace? Will there ever be peace?
Will there ever be peace?
Will there ever be peace?
Will there ever be peace?
Will there ever be peace? Passed on from our fathers, passed on to our sons. We think we know the answer, what's right for everyone. Just a little more killing, well, things gonna be alright. We'll reach that blissful state of peace if we fight, and we fight, and we fight. Will there ever be peace?
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 Will there ever be peace? It's been the same through history. Today it's just as real. There's never been an answer found upon the battlefield. We must learn to talk of peace and what we're living for. Let's find a better solution than a war, and a war, and a war. Will there ever be peace?
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 Will there ever be peace? We were put upon this earth, a global family. We search for answers in the dark. The light is hard to see. The word of peace is we bring now. Let's give her wings to fly. To spread her love o'er all the world and heal the bleeding sky. Will there ever be peace?
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 Will there ever be peace? Will there ever be peace?
Thank you.
Well, it's darn good news that they're going to be playing this song out a lot because we need it and they sing it well. So let's give them a hand. And again, for this night of wonderful music that was made possible by the people behind the scenes or that didn't perform themselves, Howie, Eddie, Dan, I think Mark was in on this, Mel, others, John Ferullo, and yourselves. So just remember, we have this one last beautiful song. Don't go anywhere, because Cheryl is going to close out the evening for us. You all have been wonderful, and
Keep talking, John. Tell a joke.
tell a joke. Oh, no, we won't do that one. Seth Connelly. It is so good for me to see him again. Many, many years ago, talk about being a teacher. Ellen was a teacher of me in many ways, and so was Seth. He produced my first CD, and I learned so much about music just by being in the same place with him for weeks on end. An incredible musician. What? Oh, he's produced a lot. He's done more than my CDs, believe it or not. And also for Jackie, Jackie's a great fiddle player, but over the pandemic, she decided, well, I better spread my wings. So she started to play the guitar and to do harmonies, vocals, and all that sort of stuff. You've heard her tonight. She's great. So these two are a great way to end the evening musically, and then Cheryl will put us out the door. So, all right, give yourselves a hand, folks, and give these folks a hand.
So, unlike a lot of people here today, I was really fortunate. I got to spend so much time with Ellen recording the CDs, working. She gave me free rein to essentially take her songs and completely rearrange them. They were sort of not simple chords, but those great melodies, but she said, do whatever you think is right. So I made her songs sound like songs from the 20s, the 30s, the great big band era, blues. She let me do whatever I want. She actually kind of made me the producer I was. I'm going to tell a funny story really fast. We were doing this song, Trip to the Zoo, really funny. If you ever get her CDs, listen to this song, it's kind of funny. It's about all having a fun time with your kids at the zoo. And the last line of the last real legitimate line of the song is, I'll be celebrating when the polar bears are skating. That's not the original line of that song. Ellen? I tried to convince her to keep it, but she said, no, my grandkids will hear this song. And the other funny thing about Ellen is that, it was never about Ellen. If you look at the cover of Ellen's recording, she put her grandkids on the cover of the album. She was all about family. She was all about love. Love, spread your wings, come fly away with me in your dreams. Leave them all behind, your troubles and your cares, you don't need them. Soaring up above the sleeping world below, floating just the way we want to be. You can take me anywhere, I'll follow through endless sea, you and me. Love, spread your wings, come fly in your dreams together with me. In this wondrous place, we can be so free together. Oh, I know we can be just who we want to be. Find a piece of joy and maybe start again. Again, with no one but each other. In endless sky, you and I. Soaring up above the sleeping world below, floating just the way we want to be. You can take me anywhere, I'll follow through endless sea, you and me. spread your wings, come fly in your dreams together with me. Leave your cares below, gathering dust on earth, while we float above together. Love, spread your wings, come spread your wings. Thanks.
That was so beautiful, and that was my favorite Ellen song. All about love, just as we began today honoring Ellen and love of Alan and family and open mic community and community beyond and the world. Love and light. And it is time now to put out this candle. And I just realized as I was sitting there, why did I suggest lighting a candle for Ellen for this event? And then it came to me that there were so many events of joy and celebration with Ellen when we would have a celebratory cake. And it was time to put out the candle. And Ellen would teach us all how to put it out with our hands with a single clap. Right, Wendy? And that was taught to her by her father, Sidney Farber, I believe, so that we could be as healthy as we can be when we put out a candle. So I thought I have just a couple words from that same song, lyrics, just the last stanza to share with you. And I thought we could all put out this candle together this evening. And I thought about clapping, but I think, too much pressure for me. So I'll put it out with my breath, but I will cue you, I'll count, and if you could please clap and remember Ellen in that way. But I also want to say of love and light, there was so much in this room, and there's so much more to say and sing from Ellen's life that we can all continue to do and go out to that world. Please remember these songs. Please remember all the work that Ellen did, all the love she put into her time for our open mic communities and so many other nursing homes and all the other venues that Walk for Hunger. It would take a long time. Her family and her friends. So I want to just say, for the love of the musicians who performed, just some of so many pouring their hearts out with love for Ellen. And our sound today, the planning board, and Wendy for steering us and guiding us, and family coming. We have Eric Schmidt just flying and just making it from Chicago. So say hello to Eric and his family, and Bill and Julie were here of his family. And there's others, there's friends here who are beautiful performers. There's friends out in the world. Let's keep singing Ellen's songs, and let's have more concerts for her. Let's keep the legacy going of Ellen Schmidt, who she was, what she did for us, and her beautiful words for this world. And my plan before putting this light out is to just remind you of those words that I ended with from Ellen's song. Keep her alive in you. And when I'm gone, I hope that you will carry on for me. Take my dreams, go on and give them life, showing love for one another We can make our way. Only love brings eternal peace. So thanks to Ellen. The count of 3, please give a clap as we say goodnight. Say goodbye to your neighbors. See you at an open mic. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.